Everyone in America wants to believe that they have a chance, that they're not completely fucked. But they are. You are.
You're not fucked. You're free!
If someone limits my ability to gain wealth and change my class, increases the likelihood of me getting shot by the police, restricts my access to a good education, makes the price of life-saving medication unaffordable, refuses to tell me what a job will pay, outlaws access to safe abortions, or makes it illegal for me to repair my phone or computer when it breaks, if that cage you placed me in stops me from stepping outside of it, that is not freedom. As an American, I hear so many people talk about my freedom and my choices, and I wonder so very often what the fuck they're talking about. What does it mean to be an American? What does it mean to be who we are? It turns out there are many answers to that question. It means knowing that America has been a patriarchal white supremacy longer than it has been anything else. That's why the upper caste tactics of rape, murder, extortion, and the exploitation of hope feel so familiar to you. They're a well-known song. What does it mean to be an American? What does it mean to be who we are? It means knowing the difference between patriotism and white nationalism. What does it mean to be an American? What does it mean to be who we are? It means knowing that America's middle and lower castes, working folks, have no chance, and I mean none, unless we start working together to form more unions. And then, once we do, those unions across all industries will have to work together. American steelworkers are going on strike for better pay? Cool. So is every single teacher, nurse, pilot, train conductor, truck driver, carpenter, welder, electrician, food service employee, mail carrier, and delivery person in America. There will be no schools, functioning hospitals, transportation, construction, restaurants, or deliveries of any kind in America. Absolutely nothing until our steel workers' demands are met. Until all of our demands are met. Do you see? Do you understand? America, our country, cannot function without us, without its workers. What does it mean to be an American? What does it mean to be who we are? It means knowing that if American democracy is to survive, we must elect an overwhelming majority of public representatives who have us workers and our unions' best interests at heart. To be able to do that, to be able to strengthen unions, work together, and to elect representatives who won't sell us out. Millennials and Gen Z, all of the people who can't currently afford to have kids or purchase homes, have to understand two extremely specific points. One, that's going to take a lot of work. And two, we will encounter extreme amounts of violence as we create this needed change. We must not respond to the violence we know is coming with more violence. If you choose to respond to violence with violence, you give away your power. And that's what the upper caste in America wants. They want to prove that you are weak. But you are not weak. The upper caste needs violence and power to feel strong. You are already strong. You have endured. Put them in your place and they'd shit themselves in fear and die of hunger. What does it mean to be an American? What does it mean to be who we are? It means understanding that almost everything that happens in America comes down to power and control. Unions, a collective of strong people brought together, provide a great deal of power to their members. That's why insanely wealthy people, business owners, and the politicians they both fund don't want you to be in one. They don't want you to have money, power, or freedom. I said in an earlier episode of this show that one person can't make a difference. That's not true. One person can make a difference. One person is incredibly powerful. Imagine if one powerful person became 100 powerful people united, or 1 million, or 10 million. Wouldn't it be great to be part of a collective group with that much power? Imagine all the good such a group could accomplish. What does it mean to be an American? What does it mean to be who we are? It means continually having to ask ourselves that question. And in trying to find the answer, looking at our past, our present, and yes, even ourselves, honestly. And if we're being honest, there is one choice no person or system of power can take away from you. And that is how you choose to respond to the violence around you. This choice is represented in every moment of your day-to-day life, in every thought and interaction, in the face of violence, anger, and unprecedented hate. Can you be kind? And perhaps even more importantly, while being mindful of our reactions to other people's biases, can you also choose to be kind to yourself? What does it mean to be an American? What does it mean to be who we are? I believe that what defines us is how we treat each other. I also believe that just like looking at a version of yourself from the opposite side of a circle, how we treat each other is a direct reflection of how we treat ourselves. And if that's the case, then what it means to be an American, what it means to be who we are, all comes back to you.